Heidelberg College has a long and rich tradition of being one of the finest educational institutions in the Midwest.
It's a very special place here on our campus because we seek not only to develop our students intellectually, socially, and recreationally, we are also concerned about their spiritual development.
Drury has all of the great things I love about a small town. You know everyone knows you, and when you see a professor on the street, they know you by name.
All across America, people are trying to move to the rhythm of their own drum, chasing their dreams, embarking on a quest to follow God's beat for their life. Some are finding the help they need for this journey at a United Church of Christ-related school or seminary. I'm Hazel O'Leary, president of Fisk University here in Nashville, Tennessee, and inside the historic Jubilee Hall, which was built with funds raised by the famous Fisk Jubilee Singers. Fisk is one of 48 UCC-related schools.
When these immigrants settled along the eastern coast of the United States, one of the first things they did was establish educational institutions. And also there was a commitment of the American Missionary Association to establish schools for freed slaves across the South. Today we have several of those schools that have grown into some of the finest colleges in America.
The United Church of Christ also has several academies with church ties. The UCC celebrates Kamehameha School's outreach to the Native Hawaiian community as the newest member school of the Council for Higher Education since Piedmont College.
We often say that it's a church-related school. We need to be a school-related church. We need to have schools that are ours, that make a difference to us, that embody the commitments we have to faith and thought.
Faith and learning come together in the liturgy of learning, which is a process in which the experience, the knowledge, and the faith come together for us in the United Church of Christ.
I wanted to be around a family-oriented school, so that's why I chose Dillard.
Now I know this is it. This is where God wants me to go.
We need students to help us become who we will next be.
The United Church of Christ plays an important role in preparing tomorrow's pastors and lay religious leaders. We have 7 seminaries with a special commitment to the United Church of Christ.
H. Richard Niebuhr says that the seminary is the intellectual center in the life of the church. It's not just that we educate United Church of Christ students, it's that we are bound to the United Church of Christ itself. Its future is our future. Our work is its strength and health. And that's what these 7 schools do.
Seminary education today goes beyond the classroom. Students are encouraged to venture further into the world.
In every part of the world, for people of every culture, community, and faith, there is a common hope. That hope is to live in peace. Yet there is a place where the world can learn to build peace, where people can deepen their beliefs by learning more about their own faith and about other faiths and religions in an environment free of threats, turmoil, and hostility. A place that offers academic discovery and spiritual inspiration.
For most of the Christians and Jews, this is their first time ever in a mosque for worship. For most Muslims, it is the first time in either a synagogue or a church. And it is a brand new opportunity for them to really get beyond the stereotypes and to see that we are all worshiping the same God.
Lancaster Seminary has a very strong program of cross-cultural study, where all students must travel abroad at least once during their 3 years at Lancaster.
When the Pacific School of Religion has a worship service, it is not uncommon to see a multiple faith celebration. Exposing seminary students to a variety of religious traditions that share a sense of place with Christianity is one of the things that makes PSR unique.
Well, if you look at the trouble spots around the world, almost all of them have roots in religion. And so we see one of our responsibilities is helping to prepare the next generation of Christian pastors who have an appreciation for Judaism and Islam or the world religions.
PSR is one of the few schools that's positioned itself and has actually entered into theological engagement with Asia.
You know, there are about 12 million Asian American and Pacific Islanders in the country right now.
The Reverend Debbie Lee works at the PANA Institute on the PSR campus.
The PANA Institute stands for the Institute for Leadership Development and Study of Pacific and Asian North American Religion. So that's what we're trying to do, is create spaces where we collectively as a community can do theology, acknowledging our roots and where we came from.
And I got online and they had the Center for Lesbian and Gay Spirituality and the studies around that, and I just said, finally Christianity has caught up.
I think this is an exciting time to be in the business of theological education. It's a great calling for those of us who are privileged to serve in this work.
It is truly a blessing to serve here on this beautiful campus. Originally created to educate freed slaves, Fisk University is one of 6 historically black colleges and universities that were originally created by the AMA. Financial struggles have conspired with natural disasters to make it a challenge for some of these schools to stay afloat.
Dillard has a legacy that has focused on excellence.
We're knowing that everyone is called, and we want to do what we can to help them find their calling.
I'm a senior biology pre-medicine major, studying hopefully to become a medical pathologist one day.
After the semester over, I would try to get on at a local newspaper staff.
I plan to spend at least another semester here at Dillard University before I go off into pharmacy school.
We don't know what's going to exist in the future, but we have to teach our students for that world so that they can make a difference in that world.
Dillard University students and faculty never dreamed that their world would come crashing down due to Hurricane Katrina.
Once it had bounced off the state of Florida and was hovering in the Gulf, there was no doubt in my mind that this was serious. So we decided to evacuate the campus.
We all had to ask ourselves, from the top down, from the president's office to a potential student, why would I go back there?
It was clear that we could not open again immediately because the campus was totally a lake.
Finding the irrepressible resilience of the young during challenging times often means building a new sense of place in the world.
So we put the message out that Dillard University was going to relocate to the Hilton Hotel.
It was like the best time of my life. I am not lying. Like, it was so much fun. I mean, just live in a hotel. I mean, we have room service twice a week. It was a ball.
The hurricane wasn't going to stop me. As soon as they cleared me to come back, I was the first student enrolled.
Here at Elmhurst, we held a benefit concert to raise money for Dillard University. Other UCC schools and local churches, as well as Hope Shall Bloom, a UCC disaster relief ministry, and local church ministry scholarships all pull together to show we are a school-related church.
We still have a lot to do. The library now is under construction.
And the new state-of-the-art science labs are already open. While construction workers rebuild the damage on campus, Dillard students work to heal the wounds that Katrina left on their neighborhood.
They love Dillard, but I think they love the city as well. They want to see it come back and they want to be a part of it.
It's going to be a better Dillard University because we can now reshape it.
Dillard is coming back, just as New Orleans is coming back. And we would invite everyone to come down and see what God has done in this place at this time.
For generations and generations, the United Church of Christ and its predecessor bodies have had relationships with these schools. As we take on the future of the United Church of Christ, let us together commit ourselves to becoming and remaining a school-related church.